Hey everyone and Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are digging into the details of our recent 4-day trip to Morocco, from flights to accommodations, food, and activities. I will break down every dollar spent on our unforgettable journey. I will list out prices in Moroccan dirhams as well. However, the conversion is simple, since a dollar is more or less 10 Moroccan dirhams. All the prices I will list from now on pertains to one person. At the end, I will tally everything up to give you guys the grand total. First up, let's talk about how we managed to snag the cheapest flights possible for our transcontinental journey. We flew from the US to Morocco, but we got a bit crafty with our itinerary. Instead of a direct flight, we broke it down into several flights. Flying out of North America is never easy on the wallet. We flew from the States to Madrid with a layover in London, and then from Madrid to Marrakesh. On our way back, we had a layover in London again. Our flights were a mix of budget airlines, which helped us save some serious cash. It worked out in our favor since we got to spend one day and night in Madrid. Subscribe to see our upcoming video on how we spent our day in Madrid. This brings our total flight cost to $653.05. Now, if we flew directly to Marrakesh, it would have been easily around $900 and more, so we saved almost $300. While it had its own challenges, the savings were well worth it. Let's move to accommodations. For our first night, we splurged a bit and stayed at the luxurious caravan by Habita's Agafe in the Agafe Desert. This was well worth it, since it was glamping in the desert. We had our own private tent with all the modern amenities. It also included breakfast and other fun activities. At $132.79 per person per night, it was worth every penny. If you haven't gotten a chance to watch our Agafe Desert vlog, please find the link below in the description. Now, in Marrakesh, we opted for a cozy riad through Airbnb for 2 nights. This riad was also luxurious, consisting 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and 2 swimming pools. This came out to be $112.49 per person for 2 nights, since we shared the riad with another couple. The riad was also on the more expensive side, which could have been much cheaper if we looked in the city. The link of the Marrakesh video is also in the description. Transportation-wise, we decided to rent a car from Thrifty for 4 days to navigate the Moroccan roads safely. We also decided to get the insurance, since the roads are pretty chaotic. After splitting the cost among 4 of us, it came out to be $57.21 per person. Additionally, for fuel and parking fees, we spent around $20. Now, let's talk about the best part, food. We indulged in some delicious Moroccan cuisine at various restaurants, from Meat Mood to Darmoha and Dardar. We savored every bite. Plus, we couldn't resist the fire show and the party at Boheme in Agafe. We also had miscellaneous foods from everywhere we went. Oh, that reminds me, definitely indulge in the tea culture there. Moroccan mint tea is amazing. Our food total came out to be around $152 per person. This total could have been lower, but we decided to splurge on all the great restaurants that Morocco has to offer. Let's move to activities. We had a blast exploring the Agafe Desert with camel riding and quad biking. Now, when it comes to these types of activities, be sure to negotiate with the vendor, since there is no fixed prices. I'm sure you guys will let us know if we overpaid, but here's how much we spent. For camel riding, we spent about $10 per person for an hour. For quad biking, it was around $12 per person for an hour as well. We also went to Ouarzazate, and a visit to Atlas Studios is a must. This place had so much movie history, and our tour guide was amazing and very knowledgeable. Be sure you tip your guide, they deserve it. In Marrakesh, we explored a couple of historic sites with the limited time we had. We had to visit Ben Yusuf Madrasa. This place was once the largest Islamic school in Morocco. So much history and architecture, our heads were full. And the architecture trend continued when we visited Bahia Palace. The walls featured Arabic inscriptions and geometric patterns, with floors paved with marbles. We also visited Badi Palace. This palace is much older than Bahia Palace and is in ruins, but it was still worth a visit just to see its grandeur. Lastly, we visited the Saudian tombs. These are the most decorated tombs we have ever seen and the resting place for the Saudian dynasty. This brings the total for all of our activities to $56. Before I give you the grand total, here are some quick tips for traveling in Morocco from one traveler to another. Number 1. Wherever you go in this country, make sure to keep cash on hand since cards are rarely accepted. Number 2. Make sure you bargain with vendors and don't end up paying tourist prices. Number 3. Although you can get by with English, it is advisable to know a few phrases in Arabic. French works too. Number 4. We didn't travel with taxis, but be sure to be clear about taxi prices. Confirm the price with the driver before you get into the vehicle. Number 5. Moroccan ATMs are notoriously unreliable. They are sometimes hard to come by, and when you do find one, they often run out of cash. And number 6, and most important, stay away from strangers offering free tours or directions. If you go with one of them, you end up completely lost and pressed to spend money. Most of the time, they will ask for a tip afterward too. Now, after tallying up all our expenses, our grand total for our Moroccan adventure comes to, drumroll, $1,183.54 per person. It was not the cheapest trip, but it was not bad for an unforgettable trip filled with memories across the other side of the world. Plus, this was our first time in Africa. We do plan to visit Morocco again. There's so much more to explore in this beautiful country. And with that, our video comes to an end. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We are slowly growing as a small channel, so grateful for all of you visiting our small corner of the internet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more travel adventures. Until next time, happy travels!